Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. We're going live. Yeah, we're going live with the net tonight. So if you want to join us on the net, we are in room 80751 on WiresX or EchoLink Kilo Bravo 4 Juliet Delta Echo. You can get us on that EchoLink repeater. If you forget
ND1C, NT20.
if you forget what I just said, ignore that voice you just heard. That's somebody talking on the radio.
Yeah, go ahead, Pat. I got you. ND1C here.
What we're doing is we're going to do it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was getting out. I was having that little difficulty last week, but
this is how it'll
everything
sound.
seems to be working good now.
Let me just turn that volume down for now. Anyway, I'm going to be doing the net. It starts at 8 p.m. So if you get into those rooms, if you forget the repeater, look below me right this minute. You see repeater KB4JDE or WiresX room 80751. That's how you can get to this net. So without further ado, let's get to working on the net and taking in check-ins, and I'll talk to you guys later. KO4PDI.
Oh, yeah.
There's Pat.
Okay, I'm going to let the net get going, but I'm just standing by here, just making sure everything's working. Okay, I'll be listening. ND1C.
Let me go to YouTube now. I got to pop out the chat. Let me go there. If I don't pop out the chat, I won't see it on my stream. So, yeah. Anybody? Oh, I'm not going to tell them yet. Let me tell them after I know it's working. Oh boy, we're maxing out the CPU again. Okay, can't do it. Never mind. Close that browser. All right, that's better. All right, I am live now on YouTube, everybody. If you want to go hook up to it and see it, refresh the screen on my channel, and you'll see the first thing that pops up under my picture is the live feed. I can't do that because my computer gets all bogged down when I open up my browser. So, yeah, you want to follow me there, you can. And I'm taking check-ins, early check-ins. Anybody out there would like to check in early, I'd greatly appreciate it. Makes it easier. Come now, KO4PDI. I'm live. I know I'm live. You're watching me. I'm doing things. You can pay attention to the NetLogger screen if you want to see who's checked in and who's next, who's going to speak. Right now it's got the pink line on me because I'm the one speaking. Not on the radio per se, but I'm on the thing speaking. ND1C and K4CSI, have you checked in? Are you in and out? Or are you going to say something tonight, Jim?
Lisa's in and out because she's getting ready to go to work, and I'll be here.
Okay, great. I got you in the book. W3 Charlie Fox, I got you and your lovely wife checked in. Are you going to be in and out, or are you going to have something to say?
Yeah, okay there, Mike, at 1AG. Well, I've got you here. Where do I find you? I looked under the radio stuff that says live, and I've just got a list of starting of ham satellites, all the old stuff there, Roger.
Ashley, go to the main page. Start on the top of the screen. I can't look at it right now because I'm busy. But go to my KO4PDI page, and right below my picture should be the live video. I saw it there already, so I know it's working.
Okay, the main one. Okay, I shall go on there. I shall work it out eventually, so I'll go to your main page and what your call sign is there. And then I'll find you. Okay, LR1AG.
WA3QCV, are you around? Are you got something to say tonight? Are you going to be in and out? KO4PDI here. All right, this is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, and we're going to be starting the ND1 CNET at 8 p.m. Does anybody else want to check in early? KO4PDI.
Oscar Papa checking in.
I got Oscar Papa. I got kilowatt something, Oscar Papa. I didn't get the whole call sign. Try again.
Okay, I'm checking in from EchoLink. This is Greg. Kilowatt 2. Charlie Oscar Papa.
All right, Greg, I got you. You're in the log, and you don't sound so bad. But on the EchoLink, just wait a second before you start talking after you key the mic, and it works great. All right, anybody else want to check in early? This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. If anybody is interested, if you go to YouTube and type in KO4PDI in the search box, my page will come up and you can watch this net live. I shouldn't really say live because it's about a 10-second delay. You're not going to hear. Don't try to listen to the net on YouTube and talk on the radio because you'll be totally confused. Do the radio or do the YouTube, or go back and watch the YouTube later. You can do that too. So, yeah, you're all welcome to go over there and follow me on YouTube, KO4PDI. In the meantime, anybody want to check in early? We got a couple of seconds here before we start the net, and I would love it if more people checked in, like all the ones that have their nodes on the system right now.
Charlie Oscar 5, trying on analog.
Wow, Greg, I got you. Greg. I heard you. You were a little staticky, a little QRM, but I could hear you. I can't believe you're hitting a 4-5 repeater from there. That's amazing.
QSL. K2COP. Unable to hear the repeater. I'll be on echoing.
Okay, sounds good, Greg. Thank you. W3 Charlie Fox. W3 Charlie Fox. You back yet, Doug? WB8E, I see you there. I added you to the log. You're in the you're checked in now.
Roger. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome, Walt. Thanks for the support. Z01AG. Yeah, I got you.
I was just saying, thanks, I got all up and running there.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Anybody else want to check in early? What am I saying? It's 8 o'clock. I should look at the clock every now and then and not just the screen. Hey, everybody. This is Mike Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. I am streaming this live on YouTube now. If you want to go watch it there, you can. Just don't try to talk based on what you're hearing on YouTube because it's a delay. It's about 10-second delay. All right, every week at this time, we have the Honey Badgers of Flagler County, Florida net. And tonight is no exception. We even have a fella from New Zealand already checked in, which is great. And we'll get to talk to him. And he talks funny, but I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, I start every week with the same announcement. Does anyone need to do emergency traffic on these frequencies at this moment? Anyone? Go ahead now. All right. Nothing heard. This is KO4PDI. I start every net the same way. I say the Pledge of Allegiance. If you want to join me, wonderful. If you don't, that's okay too. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And on that note, we're going to start tonight's net. Not to blow my own horn. If you watched, I was on with K8MRD this week on Tuesday. He does a Technician Tuesday show. And I emailed him and I said to him, you know what's really cool for technicians? talking on satellites. So I said to him, I said, you want to do a show sometime talking about satellites? And he said, what are you doing Tuesday? I said, nothing. The only thing we did was we changed the time that he normally does. We did it an hour earlier because there were 2 passes of RS-44 and the ISS during that time, and I wanted to do the passes live on his show. So we did. So if you want to see that, you can either go to my Facebook page. I have a link to it on there, or you can go to Mike's page, his YouTube channel, which is K8MRD. K8MRD is Mike's call sign. And he's a great guy, and I can't wait to hang out with him, have a couple of cigars up in Huntsville when we go up there next month. That's what's going on with me. You know I got a YouTube channel. You know I got Facebook group, everything. Feel free to jump over and follow me and contribute anything you want to contribute to the page. I don't mean money. I mean talking, putting topics up there or whatever that you're interested in, and we'll do it. Ask me any question. I'll try to answer it. If I don't know the answer, I will find somebody who does. Also, if you are interested in getting your license for the first time or upgrading your license, you want to go from tech to general or from general to extra, guess what? I have now affiliated with Ham Radio Prep. HamRadioPrep.com. You can go there and use the code HAMFUN, and you will get 20% off the cost of whatever you buy there. You only get to use it once, though, so buy all 3 courses in the beginning. Save yourself some time and money. They last forever. As long as you're alive, you'll still be able to go back and take the course. You don't have to do it all today. And on that note, that's it for me. We're going to start moving down the list. If you have NetLogger, you can look up Honey Badgers of Flagler County on NetLogger and see who's next. And right now, the man who this room is named after, it's his room on his repeater, ND1C, my good buddy and Elmer, Jim, who's the reason I'm on YouTube, because he's been telling me since I got my license to do it, and I thank him for that. So go ahead, Jim. It's your turn. Go right ahead. Tell us what you got to talk about tonight.
All right, thanks, Mike. This is Jim, ND1C, and I'm standing here looking at the repeater antenna, talking on my handheld. And, yeah, so, Mike, you've been doing all this stuff with the other Mike, and how come he's not signing in? You guys are YouTube buddies there. I expect to hear him jump on here pretty soon. But anyway, there's a lot of great YouTube guys, and Mike got to meet a bunch of them up at Huntsville. We're going to see him again here. End of the month, we're all going to Huntsville. Should be a good time. No updates on the VEs. You know, everybody right here knows we do the VEs testing here on my back patio. That's a lot of fun. It usually turns into a barbecue or a pizza party. But nothing coming up for that. Our next big one is going to be in Indiana. We're going to be traveling. We're going to do it from the RV. And come to find out, there's an RV club I'm a member of that there's probably 60-ish hams. And every year they kept saying, I wonder if we could do a VE session at one of these meetups. And my lovely bride, K4CSI, she said, absolutely. Since she used to test proctor, she said, yeah, we're going to do a VE session. So we're going to do a mobile session on the road. And that'll be up in Goshen, Indiana. That's going to be a bunch of fun. Other than that, I got nothing else. Back over to you, Mike. ND1C.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. And yeah, if any of you are going to Huntsville, Alabama, the 3rd weekend in August, I will be there. Jim and Lisa are coming. I will be at Monsanto State Park most of the day on Friday doing Parks on the Air. There'll be a whole bunch of us YouTubers up there. Jason, Chris, Jason, Mike, Josh, all those guys are going to be up there. K8MRD, and what's the other guy? I forget. It doesn't matter. Anyway, you will be able to come up there, and you don't even have to bring a radio. We'll have plenty of radios and antennas up and going around. Last year they had a Buddy Hex up there hooked up to a 7300, which was pretty good. I activated the park 3 times last year, so while I was there. But now I'm just going to be there one day on Friday. Most of the other time I'll be back at the hotel where the ham convention is going on. But you'll be able to find me there. And on Sunday, they're doing a YouTubers thing. I haven't been invited to it, but that's all right. They did give me press credentials for this Hamfest, which means I can get in early and talk to people and interview people. It'll be fun. All right, next on the list, we had Lisa, but she's busy getting ready for work. And next comes Pat, MP20. Pat is a great guy, mild-mannered, lovely gentleman. And I love talking to Pat. Whenever he has something to say, I love to listen. So, Pat, MP20, it's your turn. You go right ahead, sir.
Man, what an introduction. I don't have much to say today. I basically just been trying to, at my age, survive the heat. I only work at night from about 5 until 8, and that's it. But otherwise, I'm glad my radio is finally working and everything is tuned up. So, and welcome, Ashley. I'm glad to hear you on board tonight. I got you up on YouTube, so I'm watching you on YouTube, and that's quite a thing. I shared you over to Twitter too, so we'll see how that goes. MP20.
Thank you, Pat. Now, you want to hear a funny story? How did Ashley end up in our room today? Well, I was trying to test my audio levels through my mixer and my radio, and there was nobody answering me here. And then I went up to Michigan to the Zombie Alert Net. Nobody was there, so I said, you know what? I'm going to America Link. I know there's always somebody there that'll respond. So I went to America Link, and Ashley came on, and I adjusted my levels, and hopefully they sound good on YouTube, and they sound good everywhere. But this is the gentleman that gave me the ability to do it, and I invited him to the room, and he came. So, Ashley, Z, Lady, 1, Alpha, George, it's your turn. Go right ahead. ZL1AG.
Well, first I've got to say, I don't understand you either. I went on the computer, I thought there might be a text here I could actually be translating you, but I've got to use my own imagination, what you're actually saying there. I don't know. ZL1AG. Well, good idea from New Zealand. I have heard that some other ZLs turned up on here. I don't know who they are, because WiresX is very rare down here. We've got to import our kit out of America or Australia. And I was saying to Mike, the Posters is out of the world down here. Operating conditions is an FT5D into an FTM500. That's the radio system we're using. Obviously, we're using our own node. We don't even have a repeater down here. The flavour of the month is D-Star. So I'll put it back to you. And thanks for the invite. And it's good to actually see the person I'm talking to. I like to see the stars and stripes behind you, so that's really good. Next thing I was going to say there, has anybody heard the song It Won't Happen in a Small Town? I don't know. ZL1AG.
Thank you, Ashley, for coming. And you were a great help to me before, so I greatly appreciate it. And next, we're going to go to Charles, WB4AIZ. I think he's still on the EchoLink, or he's coming over the air, one or the other. I don't know. WB4AIZ, are you still out there?
Yeah, I'm still here. But torn between TV and radio and the phone. Once, a year up. So I wasn't sure what I was going to get in. Anyways, that's the second time I think I've been on this net. Hope everybody's having a good night. I don't know if we got any rain over here on the West Coast. Here's St. Pete, but anyways, just saw the net up on net scraper on my end. Anyways, everybody have a good night. I'll be before
WB4AIZ. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you for coming. And we heard you loud and clear there. Next, we go to Doug, W3 Charlie Fox. W3 Charlie Fox, it's your turn. Go right ahead. Why is it hung up? All right, nothing heard, nothing heard. All right, so let's go to Tim. I don't know if he's here. I checked him in, but he was on here earlier. Whiskey Alpha 3, Quebec Charlie Victor, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here. KO4PDI in the group. WA3QCV, Tim here in Flagler Beach. Good evening, all. It's been raining here in Flagler Beach today. Still drizzled out there, nothing really heavy. I see a thumbs up on Mike. I'm watching on the computer here, Mike. I don't know how much delay there is, but at any rate, so it wasn't that hot today. We had a lot of cloud cover. It wasn't too bad over here. So what else? I've been fooling around a little bit on HF, getting some, I want to change some antennas around, but it's been too hot. So had some other things to do today, take advantage of the cool weather outside. So what else? I don't know what else. Just, you know, normal week, doctors, this and that, and play radio. I'm almost a full-time ham now. So I get on in the morning early and talk a little, and then I get in and out several times through the day on whatever band or whatever's going on, satellites. So thanks for running the net, Mike. And, there's a friend of mine, Greg. Greg is down in Daytona. I see him on the list here, K2COP. He is near Highway 92 and 95 there at that intersection just about. Just got a 300. He's been into some of the other digital modes, DMR and whatever else there is, a whole bunch of them. And he was, I give him your phone number, Mike, and I give him Jimmy's number, but it was just too late. Not enough time before the net, so I suggested that he come in on EchoLink. So that is, let me reset here. I don't know how long I've been talking. I don't see no timer here. Hang on. Alrighty, I think I'm back up. There is a repeater south of Daytona in New Smyrna. Somehow we'd like to get that group to join us, join this group Thursday nights, or come up with something to where we can get linked together, get more people up and down the coast here. And we'll have to work on that. Maybe we can get something going for next week. That's it, Mike. Back to you. Thanks again for running the net. KO4PDI, WA3QCV.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. Yeah, Greg is in here. We got him in the room. He's on EchoLink right now. And Greg, you're going to be next, but I just want to tell you, I just thought of something. Did you register your 300 with WiresX? And did you register your other radio with WiresX. Because if you didn't register it with WiresX, you're never going to get it to work. That's probably the errors you were getting. I thought of that after we talked. I'll give you a call after the net, and we'll see. All right, but anyway, it's your turn. K2, Charlie Oscar Papa. Greg, it's your turn, sir. Go right ahead.
K2, COD, Greg, Daytona Beach. Hey, I appreciate both you and Jimmy talking to me tonight. Yes, I did register the radio. I'm all set there because if you're not registered, it won't let you open up the software. I did try internet connection after we spoke with the same result. So I'll have to get to the bottom of it. Other than that, did a little FPA this week. Made some great 17 meters. Kuwait comes off the top of my head. All Europe. It was a pretty good day. Let's see. Might have been Tuesday. And then Van hasn't been in bad shape, so that's a good thing. I appreciate you all welcoming me to the group. And I'm going to turn it back to the net. Thank you. K2, COD 73.
7-3, Greg, and thank you for coming. We could use all the support we can get. Walt from Michigan is next, but before I go to Walt, let me just check and see if there's any late check-ins. Any late check-ins to the ND1C Honey Badgers of Flagler County Net? Come now.
N2 MSP, Don from Palm Coast, November Mike Sierra Papa.
And W8SOX, Detroit, Michigan.
Alrighty there. We picked up two more. We picked up Don, N2 MSP, and Larry, W8SOX. That's excellent. Thank you for coming. And right now, Larry, we're going to talk to somebody that you know. Walt, it's your turn. Walt, go right ahead. You have the floor.
I deny it. Well, good evening, Mike, and everybody in the net. WB8E here. I got that smoke cough. I swear, the smoke here is driving me crazy from Canadian fires. Anyway, went to the Waterkana Park yesterday. You probably heard me mention that many, many times. We had 7 people show up. 2 stations on the air. We beat the rain. Metro Detroit had a bunch of storms rolling through. Thousands and thousands of people are without power. Fortunately, I did not get a power outage. And you mentioned K8MRD, Mike. He has some marvelous videos without all the opening up a box and babbling on. Great videos. Really appreciate his effort. Hey, we have a net. Larry just ran it. You know that, Mike. 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Yes,
on room 28298. 28298. 7 o'clock Eastern every Thursday night, right before this net. And Larry ran it, as mentioned. Tonight is the topic net. Appreciate everybody going would check in. As far as Huntsville, I won't be able to make it, but everybody write down this call. Write down this call. WD8CRT. WD8CRT. If by chance you run across him in Huntsville at the swap, he's living there now. If I have my facts right, he spent about 17 years off and on the Marshall Islands working contract for U.S. government. He was a CW guru for years and years. Neil is his name, WD8CRT, a fabulous, knowledgeable person. And if you can run across him, man, I'll tell you what,
You're talking to history when you talk to him. He was the pileup in the Marshall Islands. Mike, you're doing a great job, my friend, as always. Everybody stay safe. WBAD back in it.
Thank you, Walter. Good to have you here tonight. I love going to your net first, and then Walter sometimes runs the net up there in Michigan, and he's so generous. He knows I'm going to do this net after his, so if I get there, he lets me go first. Sometimes I'm late, though, so I let other people go first. But as long as I get out of there by 7:30, I'm good to set up my stuff. All right, I put down Jim K3 SRE because his node is up, and I'm hoping he's out there. Hey, Jim, K3 SRE, are you available? Because you're next. Go now, KO4 PDI. Okay, I don't hear Jim, so I guess he's not really there. I put him down because his node was checked in. All right, now we're going to go to Ben, KB4JDE. Ben is the guy that provides the analog to digital conversion for us and the EchoLink to this room. So, Ben, if you're around, you got anything you want to say tonight? First, I want to say thank you, Ben. And now it's your turn. Go right ahead. He's usually listening. He doesn't always check in. Give him another 5 seconds. There he goes. Oh,
Sorry about my screw lamp back here and everything like that. I got too many radios on. Yeah, too many radios on. Good evening. Just say hello. Goodbye. TV pusher.
For anybody who doesn't know Ben, if you ever saw Back to the Future and you saw the professor that built the time machine, that's Ben. He probably has all the stuff. He could build that time machine in his garage. But Ben, thank you very much for what you provide for us. I greatly appreciate it. And now we're going to go to my friend Don, N2 MSP, November 2, Mike Sierra Papa. It's your turn, Don. Go right ahead. November 2, Mike Sierra Papa. Don, are you there? Or you just were in and out and you didn't tell me? Come on, Don, it's your turn. Go right ahead.
This is N2MSP. So anyway, not much going on here, Mike. I went to the opening of the hospital at Advent Health the other day, and it was interesting. They seem to have 24 emergency rooms, and they seem to have 100 beds and a lot of neat stuff. They were, I think they provided snacks and things like that, and it was interesting. Anyway, thank you for taking the net. This is N2MSP. Back to the net again.
All right, Don, thank you very much. Are there any other late check-ins? Any other late check-ins before we go to Larry?
Mike, I got one thing.
HUB.
K3 SRE.
Ah. Okay, HUB, I think that was another Michigander. Somebody want to give me his call sign again?
November 8th, Hotel Uniform Bravo.
Now I got it, Andrew. All right, great. Thank you. Jim's got something he wants to say. Jim, go ahead, and then we'll go to Larry.
I got a call from SRE. He was wondering if we were hearing him, and then as you went back and acknowledged my traffic, I heard him actually break into the repeater. So pass it back to K3SRE.
All right, K3SRE, I heard you, but I got two people ahead of you real quick. We're going to go to Larry, Whiskey 8, Sierra, Oscar, X-Ray. Go ahead, Larry.
Well, good evening, Andy. Mike, I'm sorry. I was just listening to Andy. Oh, brother. Anyways, pleasure to make the net here tonight, and you're doing a marvelous job and so forth. So, but right now I'm having a little trouble with my stuff, and it's probably going to disconnect me for some reason or another. I don't know why, but it disconnected me already. So, hope it's not a sign of things to come here, but... thanks for letting me check in, and we'll send it back to net control. KO4PDI, W8SOX.
W8SOX, thank you for coming, and thanks for the support. We have another Michigander on here. We have November 8, Hotel Uniform Bravo. Andy, go right ahead, sir.
Good evening, Mike. Thanks for doing the net. Good to hear Walt and Larry in there too. But I thought I'd just check in and say hello a minute, give you another number on the sheet. Staying a little warm here tonight, but hopefully it'll start cooling down. I guess by Saturday it's supposed to be a whole lot cooler here, so we'll see what happens. But hey, have a good net there. Have a good evening. Sure, try to catch you next week. N8HUB, Grand Haven.
N8HUB. Thanks for coming. We greatly appreciate it. And thanks for running the Zombie Alert Net up there in Michigan, too. I like listening to you guys up there when you do it, you and Larry and Walter. That's a great net up there. You always have good topics, and I love hearing about Lark in the Park. And last but not least, for this evening, we have my good friend Jim, K3SRE, who together with him and me, we volunteer at the EOC. And Jim, just so you know, he wasn't there yesterday. We had a major drill we had to do yesterday, and we didn't burn anything down, and we didn't break anything. So I think it's a success. Go ahead, K3SRE, it's your turn.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Mike. I wasn't real sure I was getting through. I tore the station apart and put it back together when I got home. Anyway, good evening, everybody on the net. Just working with Mike. RTOC, finally getting things squared away over there. Going to fix my own station here. I got a 35-foot tower to put up, and I think we're going to go Yagi this time and see if that makes any difference. But just getting back from seeing the grandkids and don't have anything planned for the rest of the summer, and fingers crossed that no hurricane activations. That's it for me, and we'll say 7-3 and back to the net. K3SRE.
Thank you very much, Jim, and thanks for letting me volunteer with you at the EOC. Jim basically runs it. It's the Supplemental Communications Department, and Jim basically runs that with the ham radios. We have a 7300 there, and we got a couple of 2-meter and 70-centimeter radios, and we do a lot of stuff there. So it's good if we ever have an emergency. We got people that'll volunteer. Me, Mark, Jim, and there's another guy. I can't remember his name right now. But, yeah, that's what it's for. And plus, if I ever have to evacuate, I don't have to go anywhere but the EOC. I can go in there. That's a good thing. All right. Is there anyone that has anything they would like to say, or any very, very late check-ins? Okay, hearing none. I don't hear anybody wants to check in anymore. We're done with that. We've made all our announcements. I can make another mention of the fact that if you want to upgrade your license and take a test on a upgrade from where you are or to an extra or general or tech, get your license for the first time, great place to learn is Ham Radio Prep. Hamradioprep.com. Use the code HAMFUN. Get 20% off any course you buy. And I highly suggest getting the tech, the general, and the extra at the same time. They give you a discount if you buy all three. And then on top of that, you get 20% off with my code HAMFUN. On that note, I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you for the support. This is one of the better nets we've had in a long time, and I'm very happy that there's so much participation. We had New Zealand. We had Florida. We had Michigan. We're all over the map. I love it. And it's an international net now. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And this will be KO4PDI, returning the repeaters and nodes to their normal operating use. KO4PDI, I'll be clear, 73. I'm still streaming. I know I'm still streaming. Just so you guys know, the net is now over. I appreciate everybody that came and watched here on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate every one of your follows. I'm climbing up there in the world with my follows, and it's blowing my mind.
KO4PDI W3CF.
I'm under big demands here. Hold on. W3CF KO4PDI. I had you checked in, Doug, but you never responded when I called you.
Yeah, I know. I was sound asleep. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that. W3CF. Have a good evening. Great job.
Thank you, Doug. You have a great night, too. KO4PDI. So anyway, that's how we talk on this all the time. All day long, this room is going. There's people in it. So if you want to come into it anytime during the day or night, you can even call.
On AG there. You're asking me about those...
Somebody will respond to you if you jump into this room. That's Ashley talking from New Zealand again, but I'm talking to you right now. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here and supporting me. And God bless you. And in the words of a great ham radio operator one time, 73.